Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Sage Journey. My name is Drew Caroline, and today I'm going to attempt to make my daughter's Halloween costume, or at least start it. Part of the morning, my husband helped me figure out the sewing machine. I kind of remembered, but I didn't remember enough to actually thread the machine, but now I think we're going good. I bought this beautiful furry white fabric to try and make her into a very cute bunny, but I'm just gonna do a bunny cape and then make bunny ears. It sounds simple, but I don't have a pattern. I kind of look things up on Pinterest and I have an idea. I don't know if this is gonna be really, really bad or really, really good. So stick around and find out. All right, without any further ado, I'm going to lay this out and look at the measurements I took of my daughter and see what we can do. I just redid her measurements before I came down here. Shoot. My book is falling apart. I love this book, but it has seen better days. Now, where did I put those measurements? There they are. Okay. The first thing I think I care about is the circumference, the circle. And, since I do want it to be a circle, I wonder, coming out like this, would that be okay? Or would that make the fur really funny? Because I don't know, but if it needs to be a circle, I could kind of just come from this way out. Okay. I have a lot of contemplating to do, and I'm gonna turn my camera off while I do it, and then I'll tell you what I've decided to do, because there'll be a lot to edit if I don't do that. And very boring for you guys. Now, if I understand what I need to do to hem the neck and the bottom, I went upstairs and checked it out on Fred. She liked it. It seems to be working out well. I'm on the right track. And then she wouldn't give it back. But I got it back. So now, if I'm understanding what I saw on there, in order to hem around something circular, you kind of snip, 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 and then fold, fold, fold. And it kind of starts folding into itself. So that's what I'm going to do along the neck and along the bottom. And then here, I'm just going to fold over and hem it a little bit. And then I have a button I'm going to put on it. And there's her little bunny cape. And I just have to make her some bunny ears or bunny hat. We'll see if I can make the hat. The hat is going to be the hardest part. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do. I know I did way too many little incisions. I started off with gaps, and then I kept on going through and making smaller and smaller because I just wasn't sure how to fold it correctly. But I got it folded, and I got it hemmed. I did not notice her doing this because I was so focused on my sewing as well as watching Gossip Girl until now. Now for the hood. I am using one of her hoodie shirts to get a basic pattern down. I then pinned it, and when I cut around it, I made sure to give plenty of wiggle space because I was not sure how the hem was going to work on both sides and how putting it together was going to work. Now, just like I did with the collar, I did little snips on the curved sides and just folded it over, sewed a little, folded it over, sewed again. Now what I'm gonna do with that little tuft there, I'm not quite sure, but I'll figure it out after I sew all the hems together. This is what I've done for the hood. I worked on it last night and this morning. I am sorry I didn't film a lot of it, but I am not doing this with a pattern, and there was a lot of doing over and repinning and cutting these. If you can see, these aren't straight. It's not a perfect curve on that hood, but it's gonna be fine. Now what I'm going to do is take these two and sew them together, I think like this. So I need to pin them like this, something like that. We'll see. This is supposed to be the hem. I know this is probably not how you do hems, don't get me wrong, I know, but it is how I'm going to do it, and that is going to be a bulky top of the hood. But you know what? That is okay. That is okay, because it's my first one, and she'll grow out of it, so it's not like it's something she's going to wear forever, and It's gonna be a nice memory. Anyways, so that's what I'm gonna do, is start pinning these together. And then once I do that, I'll come back and show you how I'm gonna sew it. If you hear some noises or talking back there, we have electricians here who are working on our electricity. I finished the hat. Look at that. I started sewing the hat to the cape a little bit, as you can see. I'm going to do the rest right now. It'll go on, it'll be so cute. And then, if all goes well, bunny ears will be attached to the top and I need to make a little tail. I have realized I also would love to make her a pair of pants if I have time, but it is Wednesday and Halloween is Friday, so I don't know if that will happen. The ears and the tail come first. The pants may be later. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Finish attaching and then work on the tail or work on the ears. Which one first? I don't know. Maybe the tail, because we do have a set of ears if need be. Now what I'm doing for the ears, I cut out a pattern out of some cardboard paper and I'm using a blue piece of chalk to trace. I am giving myself plenty of space on either side for hemming and stuff. I'm doing the exact same thing for the inside of the ear. I chose this pink fleece because, you know, pink in our bunny ear. I want the bunny ear to have some structure and I wasn't sure how to do that. So what I decided to do was get some sort of metal that's very easy to bend, and I bent it into a little bunny ear. This was really tricky for me to figure out how to get this to stay and not move while I was sewing it. So I pinned it on like a little coat and then I started sewing the top and I did over, under, and then cut it off and just kept doing that in places. I figured if I did over, under the entire way, it wouldn't work, so I did it in little sections. Bottom and I bed the metal together was the end pieces that were sticking out pokey. So I took some of the fleece and I wrapped it around and sewed it so that it would no longer be pokey, and it worked out really well. Did I not film the rest of this? I forgot to film finishing the bunny ears, stuffing them in, getting the pink sewn on and everything. I can't believe it. Well, here's the final result anyway. All in all, I think it turned out really cute. The bunny ears don't like to stay on. I actually sewed them on twice because the first time I sewed them on, they were way too far back. And so I put them forward. It helps keep the hat on a little bit. And I didn't have time to make a tail, but look at the little fuzzy one I sewed onto a skirt of hers. It's a snowball and it works as a perfect little tail. She loved it. She loved her bunny costume and I love it too. The hood's definitely not perfect, but I don't care. It's a wonderful memory and I'm glad I got it done.